Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk about something that every girl should embrace: strength. Strength is not just about physical power, it's about confidence, resilience, and knowing your worth. To be a strong girl, you must follow certain rules that shape your mind, heart, and character. Here are 5 golden rules that will help you become unstoppable. Believing in yourself is the foundation of strength. It is the ability to trust your own judgment, skills, and potential, even when others doubt you. Many people will have opinions about what you can or cannot do, but the most important voice is your own. When you truly believe in yourself, you develop the courage to chase your dreams without hesitation. Self-belief starts with recognizing your worth. Too often, girls are made to feel like they are not enough, whether it's in their abilities, their appearance, or their ambitions. But the truth is, you are more than enough. You are capable of greatness, and no one has the right to make you feel otherwise. The moment you realize your worth, you stop seeking validation from others and start walking your own path with confidence. One of the biggest obstacles to self-belief is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of stepping outside your comfort zone can hold you back. But the strongest girls are the ones who face their fears head-on. They understand that failure is not a sign of weakness, but a lesson that helps them grow. Every successful woman in history had moments of doubt, but what made her strong was her decision to keep going. Developing self-confidence takes time and effort. It comes from setting goals, working hard, and celebrating even the smallest victories. Every achievement, no matter how small, is proof that you are capable. When you focus on progress instead of perfection, you allow yourself to grow without fear of making mistakes. The journey to self-belief is not about being perfect, but about being persistent. Another key to believing in yourself is surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people around you can either lift you up or bring you down. Choose friends and mentors who encourage you, support your dreams, and remind you of your strengths. Avoid those who constantly doubt you or make you feel less than you are. When you are in a positive environment, self-belief becomes natural. Your mindset also plays a huge role in how much you believe in yourself. Negative thoughts can creep in, telling you that you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed. But a strong girl controls her thoughts. She replaces self-doubt with self-encouragement. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am learning and I will get better." Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," remind yourself, "I am worthy and I deserve success." Believing in yourself doesn't mean you'll never face challenges. In fact, strong girls know that struggles are a part of life. What makes them different is that they don't let those struggles define them. Instead, they rise above them, using every obstacle as fuel to become even stronger. The world will test your confidence, but when you believe in yourself, nothing can shake you. At the end of the day, self-belief is about knowing that you are capable, worthy, and unstoppable. It's about trusting yourself enough to take risks, pursue your dreams, and never settle for less than you deserve. Once you start believing in yourself, you unlock a strength that no one can take away from you. One of the most powerful traits of a strong girl is her voice. Your voice is your tool for expressing thoughts, standing up for yourself, and making a difference in the world. Too often, girls are taught to stay quiet, to avoid conflict, or to accept things as they are. But real strength comes from speaking up when something matters, even when it's difficult. Your voice has power. Use it with confidence and courage. Speaking up is not just about talking louder than others, it's about knowing what you stand for. A strong girl has her own opinions, values, and beliefs. She doesn't just agree with everything to fit in or make others comfortable. Instead, she takes the time to understand what she believes in and expresses it with clarity and conviction. Whether it's in a classroom, at home, or in a group of friends, Never be afraid to share your perspective. One of the biggest challenges in speaking up is fear of judgment. Many girls hesitate to voice their opinions because they worry about what others will think. But remember, being strong isn't about pleasing everyone, it's about being true to yourself. Not everyone will agree with you, and that's okay. What matters is that you have the courage to stand up for what is right and what you believe in. There will be times when speaking up feels uncomfortable. Maybe you need to call out unfair treatment, defend a friend, or express your feelings in a difficult situation. In these moments, remind yourself that your voice deserves to be heard. A strong girl doesn't stay silent when she knows something isn't right. She faces discomfort with courage, knowing that standing up for herself and others is more important than staying quiet. However, being strong doesn't mean being rude or aggressive. True strength is found in speaking with respect and intelligence. When you express yourself calmly and clearly, people are more likely to listen to you. It's not about shouting or arguing, it's about making your point in a way that commands attention and respect. The strongest voices are the ones that speak with wisdom, not just volume. Another important part of standing your ground is setting boundaries. A strong girl knows what she is comfortable with and doesn't allow others to pressure her into doing things that don't align with her values. Whether it's saying no to peer pressure, demanding respect in a relationship, or refusing to be treated unfairly, your boundaries matter. People will test them, but when you stand firm, you show them that you know your worth. Speaking up also means advocating for others. Strength is not just about protecting yourself, it's about lifting others up as well. If you see someone being treated unfairly or left out, don't stay silent. Use your voice to support them. A strong girl doesn't just fight for herself, she fights for those who can't always fight for themselves. Being brave enough to stand up for others is a sign of true leadership. In the end, your voice is one of the most powerful tools you have. It is how you show the world who you are and what you believe in. Whether you are standing up for yourself, setting boundaries, or speaking out against injustice, never let fear silence you. The world needs strong girls who are unafraid to speak their truth. Learning is one of the greatest strengths a girl can have. Knowledge gives you confidence, independence, and the ability to make smart decisions. A strong girl understands that education is not just about school, it's about constantly growing, improving, and expanding her mind. Whether it's reading books, exploring new skills, or learning from life experiences, every lesson makes you stronger. One of the most important reasons to keep learning is that knowledge gives you power. When you educate yourself, you become more aware of the world around you. You can think for yourself, form your own opinions, and make informed choices. No one can take away what you know, and that makes you unstoppable. A strong girl never relies on others to tell her what to think. She seeks the truth for herself. Learning also builds confidence. When you gain new skills, understand new ideas, or master a subject, you start believing in yourself more. Every time you challenge yourself to learn something new, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Confidence comes from growth, and growth happens when you push yourself beyond what you already know. Another reason learning is important is that the world is always changing. New technology, new careers, and new challenges appear every day. A strong girl stays curious and open-minded so she can adapt to anything. If you stop learning, you get left behind. But if you keep growing, you can face the future with confidence and take advantage of new opportunities. Learning doesn't just come from books, it comes from experiences. Every success teaches you something, and so does every failure. A strong girl is not afraid to make mistakes because she knows they are part of the learning process. Instead of giving up when things go wrong, she asks, "What can I learn from this?" She understands that challenges make her smarter, wiser, and more prepared for what's ahead. Another way to grow is by surrounding yourself with people who inspire you. Strong girls learn from those who have gone before them: mentors, teachers, family members, and role models. If you want to be successful, spend time with people who push you to be better. Listen to their advice, ask questions, and observe how they handle challenges. Learning from others is just as important as learning from books. Developing a love for learning also helps you discover your true passions. The more you explore different subjects and experiences, the more you find out what excites you. Maybe you love science, art, business, or helping others. The more you learn, the closer you get to finding your purpose. A strong girl never settles for being average. She keeps searching, exploring, and growing until she finds what truly makes her happy. In the end, learning is a lifelong journey. A strong girl never says, "I know enough." She always asks, "What else can I learn?" She understands that every new skill, every piece of knowledge, and every lesson makes her stronger, wiser, and more prepared to handle anything life throws at her. Life is full of challenges, and a strong girl understands that these obstacles are not meant to break her but to build her. Every struggle, every setback, and every difficult moment is an opportunity to grow stronger. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the ability to keep moving forward despite being afraid. A strong girl does not run away from difficulties, she faces them head-on with determination and resilience. One of the first steps to facing challenges with courage is changing your mindset. Instead of seeing obstacles as problems, see them as lessons. Every challenge you overcome teaches you something valuable about yourself, about life, and about the strength you carry within. When you start viewing difficulties as opportunities to grow, you stop fearing them and start embracing them. Courage does not mean that you will never fail. In fact, failure is a natural part of any journey. The strongest girls are not the ones who never fall, they are the ones who get back up every time they do. Instead of feeling ashamed of failure, learn from it. Ask yourself, what can I do better next time? And use that knowledge to improve. Every time you rise after falling, you become stronger and wiser. Fear often stops people from chasing their dreams or standing up for themselves. But courage means acting despite fear. Whether it's speaking up in a difficult situation, trying something new, or stepping outside of your comfort zone, courage is about pushing past fear and taking action. A strong girl knows that fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. She would rather take a risk and learn from it than hold back and wonder what could have been. Another important part of facing challenges with courage is believing in yourself. If you don't believe you can overcome something, you will never try. Confidence in your own abilities is what gives you the strength to face difficulties head-on. Remind yourself of past struggles you have already overcome. If you were strong enough to handle those, you are strong enough to handle whatever comes next. Surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people also helps build courage. When you have friends, family, or mentors who believe in you, it becomes easier to believe in yourself. Support doesn't make you weak, it makes you stronger. Don't be afraid to ask for help when facing a challenge. Strong girls know that seeking guidance is not a sign of weakness, but a step toward growth. One of the biggest challenges in life is dealing with criticism and negativity from others. There will always be people who doubt you or try to bring you down. A strong girl does not let negativity define her. Instead of letting hurtful words discourage her, she uses them as motivation to prove her strength. She understands that other people's opinions do not determine her worth. Courage is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you face a challenge with bravery, you build more confidence in yourself. Over time, what once seemed impossible will feel manageable. A strong girl doesn't wait for courage to appear, she chooses to be courageous. Even when it's hard, life is not always easy, and everyone faces hardships at some point. What separates a strong girl from the rest is her ability to bounce back after tough times. Strength is not about never experiencing pain, failure, or disappointment, it's about how you rise after falling. Every setback you face is an opportunity to grow, become wiser, and prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming anything. Resilience is a key part of strength. It means not letting hardships define you or keep you stuck in a negative place. When things go wrong, it's easy to feel defeated or to give up. But a strong girl knows that every difficult situation is temporary. She refuses to let one bad experience stop her from moving forward. Instead, she picks herself up, learns from it, and keeps going. Hardships come in many forms: failing a test, losing a friend, struggling with self-doubt, or facing rejection. No matter what the challenge is, it is important to remember that setbacks do not equal failure. Every successful person has faced difficulties, but they didn't let those difficulties break them. Instead, they used them as stepping stones to become stronger and better. One of the most important things to remember when bouncing back from hardship is to be kind to yourself. It's okay to feel hurt, disappointed, or frustrated when things don't go as planned. The key is not to stay stuck in those emotions forever. Give yourself time to heal, but then remind yourself that you are stronger than your struggles. The way you talk to yourself matters. Replace negative thoughts with words of encouragement and self-belief. Another way to build resilience is to focus on what you can control. There will always be things in life that are beyond your control, but you always have the power to choose how you respond. Instead of dwelling on the past or things you cannot change, shift your focus to what you can do next. A strong girl doesn't waste time feeling powerless, she takes action and finds solutions. Having a strong support system can also help you bounce back faster. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, encourage you, and remind you of your strength. Talking to someone you trust can help you gain perspective and find the motivation to keep going. Strong girls know that seeking support is not a weakness, it's a sign of wisdom and self-care. Every hardship you overcome makes you stronger for the future. Think about past struggles you have already faced and conquered. What once seemed impossible is now just a memory. This proves that you are more powerful than any obstacle. The next time you go through something difficult, remind yourself of how far you've come. You have already survived tough moments before, and you will do it again. Strength is built through challenges, not in easy times. The more you bounce back, the more unshakable you become. Life will test you, but as long as you refuse to give up, you will always come out stronger. Hardships do not break strong girls, they make them even more unstoppable. Independence is one of the most powerful qualities a girl can have. Being independent means that you trust yourself, make your own decisions, and take responsibility for your life. It doesn't mean that you never need help, but it does mean that you rely on your own strength and intelligence to guide you. A strong girl does not wait for others to tell her what to do, she takes charge of her own future. Making independent decisions starts with knowing yourself. To make choices that empower you, you must first understand your values, goals, and what truly makes you happy. When you are clear about what you want in life, it becomes easier to make decisions that align with your purpose. A strong girl listens to advice from others but always makes the final choice based on what is best for her. One of the biggest challenges in being independent is dealing with pressure from others. Sometimes friends, family, or society may try to push you in a direction that doesn't feel right for you. A strong girl has the courage to stand firm in her choices. She understands that she cannot please everyone, and she doesn't live her life based on other people's expectations. True independence means being confident in your own path, even if others don't always agree. Financial independence is also an important part of being strong. Learning how to manage your own money, make smart financial decisions, and work towards your goals gives you freedom. When you are financially independent, you don't have to rely on anyone else to support you. A strong girl educates herself about money, savings, and investments so she can create a secure future for herself. Another key part of independence is learning how to solve problems on your own. Life is full of challenges, and a strong girl doesn't wait for someone else to fix them for her. She looks for solutions, takes initiative, and finds a way forward. Independence is built by taking action instead of waiting for things to change. Every time you solve a problem on your own, you become more confident in your ability to handle life's difficulties. Being independent also means setting boundaries and knowing your worth. A strong girl does not allow others to take advantage of her or control her choices. She stands up for herself, says no when necessary, and does not let anyone make her feel small. Independence is about knowing that you have the right to make decisions that protect your happiness and well-being. It's important to remember that independence does not mean doing everything alone. Strong girls build support systems, seek advice, and learn from others, but they do not depend on anyone to make decisions for them. They take responsibility for their own happiness and future. Independence is about having the strength to stand alone, but also knowing when to ask for help when needed. Every decision you make shapes your life. A strong girl always asks herself, does this choice empower me? She makes decisions that push her forward, bring her closer to her dreams, and make her stronger. Independence is not just about doing things on your own. It's about making choices that give you control over your life and your future. True strength is not just about personal success, it's also about lifting others up. A strong girl understands that she is not in competition with other girls. Instead, she recognizes the power of unity and support. When girls stand together, they create a world where everyone can succeed. Helping and encouraging other girls does not take away from your own strength, it multiplies it. One of the most important ways to support other girls is by celebrating their achievements. Instead of feeling jealous or comparing yourself to others, learn to be genuinely happy for their success. When a friend accomplishes something great, cheer her on. When another girl shines, let it inspire you rather than intimidate you. Strong girls know that another person's success does not diminish their own, it proves that success is possible for everyone. Uplifting others also means offering encouragement and kindness. Words have power, and the way you speak to other girls can either build them up or tear them down. Choose to be someone who spreads positivity. A simple compliment, a few encouraging words, or showing kindness during a tough time can make a huge difference in someone's life. A strong girl uses her voice to empower others, not to bring them down. Another way to stand together is by offering help and support when needed. If you see another girl struggling, don't ignore it, step up and be there for her. Whether it's helping a classmate with schoolwork, standing up for someone who is being mistreated, or simply being a good listener, your support can be life-changing. Strength is not just about personal resilience, it's also about lifting others when they need it most. Strong girls also recognize the importance of creating safe spaces for one another. Unfortunately, girls often face challenges like bullying, judgment, or unfair treatment. Instead of contributing to negativity, choose to be a source of support. If you notice gossip, bullying, or negativity among girls, speak up against it. Being strong means refusing to engage in harmful behavior and instead working to create a culture of respect and kindness. Building a strong community of girls also means collaborating instead of competing. Society sometimes encourages girls to see each other as rivals, but true power comes from working together. Whether it's forming study groups, supporting each other in sports, or teaming up on creative projects, collaboration leads to greater success. A strong girl knows that when girls support each other, they can accomplish incredible things. Another way to uplift other girls is by being a role model. Whether you realize it or not, someone is always watching and learning from you. Set a positive example by showing confidence, kindness, and determination. When you lead with strength and compassion, you inspire other girls to do the same. Remember that every act of support, no matter how small, can have a lasting impact. Standing together as strong girls creates a ripple effect. When one girl is supported, she gains the confidence to support others. This cycle of empowerment continues, creating a world where girls lift each other higher instead of tearing each other down. Strength is not just about being independent, it's about knowing that we are stronger together. Many people mistake kindness for weakness, but in reality, it takes great strength to be compassionate. Choosing to be kind, even when it is difficult, shows emotional intelligence, self-control, and inner power. A strong girl does not allow negativity to shape her actions. She chooses kindness because she knows it has the power to change lives. Strength is not about being the loudest or the toughest. It is about having the courage to treat others with respect and care, no matter the circumstances. One of the most powerful aspects of kindness is that it creates a positive impact, not just on others, but also on yourself. When you treat people with compassion, you build deeper relationships, earn respect, and create a supportive community around you. A strong girl understands that kindness is a way to spread positivity in the world and inspire others to do the same. When you choose kindness, you are making the world a better place, one small action at a time. Kindness requires self-control and wisdom. It is easy to react with anger when someone is rude or unkind, but it takes real strength to respond with patience and understanding. A strong girl does not allow the behavior of others to dictate her actions. She stays true to her values. She knows that reacting with kindness, even in difficult situations, shows greater power than reacting with negativity. Another reason kindness is a sign of strength is that it often takes courage. Sometimes being kind means standing up for someone who is being mistreated, even if it makes you unpopular. Other times, it means forgiving someone who has hurt you instead of holding on to anger. A strong girl understands that forgiveness does not mean weakness, it means freeing yourself from negativity and choosing peace over resentment. Compassion also plays a role in self-kindness. A truly strong girl knows that being kind to others starts with being kind to herself. She does not let negative thoughts or self-doubt hold her back. Instead, she treats herself with the same patience, encouragement, and love that she gives to others. Self-compassion allows her to grow, learn from mistakes, and move forward without unnecessary guilt or self-criticism. Kindness is not just about words, it is about actions. Small acts of kindness, like helping a friend, giving someone a compliment, or offering support during tough times, show true strength. A strong girl understands that even the smallest gestures can have a big impact on someone's day. She does not wait for recognition or rewards. She chooses kindness simply because it is the right thing to do. Another powerful truth about kindness is that it builds confidence. When you treat others with kindness, you develop strong connections, gain trust, and feel good about yourself. A strong girl does not seek validation from negativity or competition. She finds confidence in knowing she is making a difference. She understands that true power comes from uplifting others, not tearing them down. Kindness is a choice, and strong girls choose it every day. They know that it is easy to be kind when everything is going well, but true strength is being kind even when it's hard. In a world that can sometimes be harsh and unkind, choosing compassion is a powerful act. Strength and kindness go hand in hand, proving that the strongest girls are the ones who lead with their hearts. Being a role model is not just about setting an example, it's about inspiring and guiding others through your actions, words, and character. Younger girls look up to those who show strength, kindness, and confidence in their daily lives. A strong girl understands that her behavior influences others and she takes that responsibility seriously. She leads by example, showing younger girls that they too can be strong, independent, and fearless. One of the most important ways to be a role model is by staying true to yourself. Younger girls need to see that confidence comes from embracing who you are, not from trying to fit in or meet unrealistic expectations. When you are unapologetically yourself, you teach others that they don't have to change to be accepted. A strong girl does not pretend to be someone she is not. She stands proudly in her own identity. Another powerful way to inspire younger girls is by demonstrating resilience. Life is full of challenges, and younger girls need to see that setbacks do not define them. A strong girl doesn't give up when things get tough. She keeps pushing forward. Whether she fails a test, loses a competition, or faces rejection, she shows that mistakes and obstacles are simply stepping stones to success. By overcoming challenges with a positive mindset, she teaches others that they too can rise above difficulties. Being a role model also means showing kindness and respect to everyone regardless of differences. Younger girls learn by watching, and if they see someone treating others with compassion and fairness, they will be encouraged to do the same. A strong girl does not gossip, bully, or bring others down. She lifts them up. She understands that real strength comes from how she treats people, not from proving she is better than them. Another important part of being a role model is standing up for what is right. Whether it's speaking out against unfair treatment, defending someone who is being bullied, or simply making ethical choices, a strong girl is not afraid to use her voice. Younger girls need to see that courage is not about being the loudest, it's about being brave enough to do the right thing even when it's difficult. Education and self-improvement are also key to inspiring others. A strong role model is someone who never stops learning and growing. Whether it's through reading, practicing new skills, or setting personal goals, she shows that knowledge and hard work are essential for success. She encourages younger girls to value education, dream big, and believe in their potential. Being a role model doesn't mean being perfect, it means being honest about your journey. Younger girls don't need someone who pretends to have everything figured out. They need someone who is real. A strong girl is open about her struggles, shares her lessons, and reminds others that making mistakes is part of learning. By showing vulnerability and growth, she makes it clear that strength is built through experience, not perfection. Most importantly, a role model inspires others to believe in themselves. She encourages younger girls to chase their dreams, embrace their uniqueness, and never doubt their worth. A strong girl doesn't just tell others they can succeed, she shows them through her actions. She proves that confidence, kindness, and resilience can shape not only her own future, but also the futures of those who look up to her. Strength is not just about how tough you look, it's about how fearless, kind, and determined you are. So remember these 5 rules, live by them, and be the strong girl the world needs. Thank you.